Parents sometimes make a present of newspapers from the day their baby was born. Maybe not this newly extended family. The newborn will soon be heading to this Downing Street flat, which today prompted more bad headlines, as the Electoral Commission slapped a fine on the Tory party for the way the Prime Minister and others went about funding a lavish redecoration.
Again, Boris Johnson's taking the British public for fools. He's not only broken the law, but made a mockery of the standards we expect from our Prime Minister. He's been fined for, over £17,000 and, regarding the refurb of his flat.
I paid for it. I have covered the costs. I paid for Downing Street refurbishment personally.
Well, eventually, yes, but only after a long attempt to farm out the bills. The Electoral Commission report makes clear that this was a redecoration begun without obvious means of payment. Bills for tens of thousands of pounds are paid for by a government department, then paid off by the Conservative Party, and they were then paid off by Tory donor Lord Brownlow. 3 more chunky bills are paid off direct by Lord Brownlow. Only when others get to hear about the secret payments does Boris Johnson get out his own chequebook to settle up the redecoration bill. During all this money shuffling to pay for the redecoration, caught here on camera, the Conservative Party broke the law in not declaring a big donation from Lord Brownlow. And the Electoral Commission has seen WhatsApp exchanges proving that Boris Johnson discussed settling bills for the redecoration with Lord Brownlow in November 2020. Many said that seemed to contradict the independent advisor on ministers' interests, Lord Geidt, who'd reported that Boris Johnson didn't know anything about the payments until many months later. Downing Street insisted the 2 reports were entirely consistent.
As Prime Minister, it's my duty to take difficult decisions, to do what is right to protect.
All this as the allegations of boozy Downing Street gatherings that broke COVID rules spawned viral mockery online. And this from Tory MPs worried how their constituents were receiving the news.
Theresa Villy.
There is understandable, real public anger about what seems to have happened at Downing Street, and that is contributing to people's unhappiness and discontent with renewed COVID restrictions.
My constituents in Kettering are very angry indeed at reports of Christmas parties in Downing Street during what was a very large second wave of COVID, and the behaviour was totally inappropriate and possibly criminal.
I've known the Prime Minister for many years, and the Prime Minister is a man of honour and integrity, and he has presented to this House, his position yesterday.
Heading back into the office today, one of the Number 10 staff filmed joking about a party in Downing Street a year ago. The Cabinet Secretary's inquiry into that gathering will also now look into media reports of another Number 10 party and a Department for Education drinks event. Before all that, Plan B, starting with the work from home guidance, is stirring Tory rebellion. MPs will vote on new mask and vaccine passport rules on Tuesday.
They're asking people to work from home, but then still go out to pubs and restaurants and theatres and football stadiums with their friends. So there's a sense that that's not going to hold. They're just softening us up for some more restrictions. So I don't believe it's something I can support.
Do you think that goes for a lot of colleagues, growing number?
Yeah, I think there's about 40 Conservative MPs who are angry about the Plan B measures being introduced.
Some think the number could be higher than that. The new rules passed only with Labour support. It's a very uncomfortable place for a Tory Prime Minister to be, and there's every expectation it'll be even rockier the other side of Christmas.